While the 95 Express collapsed in Miami, none of the drivers were injured in the accident. No casualties were reported, and only one vehicle was involved in the incident. Fortunately, no one was injured as a result of the collapse. Firefighters and rescue workers arrived at the scene to provide assistance to those affected. They searched the area for any victims and no signs of trauma were detected. The cause of the collapse is still under investigation, though it is believed to have been caused by infrastructure issues. Reports state that the collapse could have caused further damage to the highway and even caused injuries if it hadn't been discovered quickly. The Florida Department of Transportation has written up an emergency repair plan to fix the bridge and assess the area. The highway will be closed for an extended period of time to ensure the safety of all drivers and pedestrians. The DOT has promised to alleviate some of the traffic delays by diverting drivers to nearby roads. The agency also plans to use additional resources to examine the bridge and pay for any necessary repairs. Despite the bridge collapse, the city is very lucky that no one was hurt. Those affected by the highway's closure and diversions are thankful that nobody was injured in the incident. The community was grateful for the quick response time by the local fire personnel. The Miami-Dade Police Department also assisted the fire department and handled the scene with professionalism. Local hospitals were on standby in case of any reported injuries, but those never materialized. Inspectors from the Department of Transportation arrived on the scene to evaluate the cause of the collapse. The collapse could have caused several serious injuries and possibly some fatalities had it not been noticed in time. The bridge always had potential to be dangerous, but no one expected it to collapse in such a dramatic fashion. The same time the DOT was investing the bridge, news helicopters cruised overhead to report the incident on the news. Eyewitnesses to the collapse said it happened very quickly, before anyone could react. Fortunately, no one heard any sounds of vehicles crashing during the incident, and all signs point to no one being injured in the process. Law enforcement personnel patrolling the area said that cars that were stopped at the time of the collapse did not leave with any visible signs of injury. The shock of the collapse quickly turned to a sigh of relief when it became clear no one was hurt. People around the bridge were happy that the incident was not as serious as it could have been.